tight, twisty, turning Hungaroring plays host to the next round of the SimRacingHub 2017 World Championship. We're at the Hungaroring in Budapest for a circuit that has often been called the track version of Monaco. 4.381 kilometers in length and 0.000 kilometers of overtaking space. Before the wonderful Hungarian Grand Prix begins, let's take a look at how the wonderful championship's been going. Ezequiel Montero leads Argenis Riera by 2 points. Wow, this is actually going to be interesting. Cory Mackey catching up ever so slightly in third place. TO with nowhere to go in fourth. Renault has a big advantage in the team's championship, however, over McLaren Honda. That lead is 18 points. A Renault driver leads the Drivers' Championship. Renault leads the team's championship. Will a Renault be on pole for the Hungarian Grand Prix? Well, yes is the simple answer, and it is Ezequiel Montero in an all-Renault front row lockout. Edmundo Martinez joins him on the bee-infested yellow front row. Argenis Riera has to settle for a disappointing third. He will need a good start to attack the two bees. Into turn 1, Leandro Schwab always makes things interesting. Row 5 and a definite race contender, Cory Mackey in the Haas. And the first of 1 Bermudans in the field is the first of 2 Toro Rossos in the field. Walcott 6th, Hato 7th. 8th place sees the Rocket, Glenn Thomas, back in the series with McHenry McMissing. And rounding out the top 10 is Swishfish Darren Fisher in the Sauber for P9. And TO, where did his pace go? Richard Haney falls back a few spots into P11. And he starts alongside Alejandro Sanabria, the first of the 2 Force Indias here today. P13 is Aaron Jimenez, the second of the 2 Force Indias here today. P14 is Carlos Reina, but the bringer of rain likes to stay in the shade as long as possible, sometimes too long. He's still in the garage. And a struggling qualifying for a struggling team right now. An all Mercedes row 8 with Sean Higgins ahead of the Ghost, David Carney. Row 9, Hernan Gonzalez in the championship. He's driving in the McLaren, and he outqualifies the captain, John Cook, with his teammate, the Huntsman, Craig Hunter, right behind. And the invisible Deuce Michaels went invisible in qualifying. He's going to start right from the back of the field. With a full grid getting ready to head down into turn 1, our eyes focus on the 2 bright yellow Renaults. Argenis Riera in 3rd, Leandro Schwab in 4th, Mackey in 5th, and we're ready to race at Hungary. Montero with a great start from pole position. Martinez under pressure from Mackey from behind, Riera from the left and Schwab from the right. It looks like Martinez will hold on to turn 1, but he spins! He spins in front of Schwab. The 2 Toro Rossos collide. Hato's in the wall. He has no front wing. Acosta, of course, gets caught up in the incident. Carney down in 16. He's running to the back of a Red Bull. Lap 5, the leaders come around and Mackey has hit the wall. Mackey's now under pressure from Acosta, who nudges Mackey wide. Acosta's up to P7. Mackey launches one up the inside, and that looked a lot like retaliation from where I'm standing. Back up front, Walcott was in 3rd, but Thomas has overtaken him. Both Force Indias are on the move. Alejandro Sanabria attacking Walcott up the inside for P4. When Walcott slid wide, he's left the door wide open, and Haney gets by as well. Walcott really struggling for pace right now. Mackey up the inside. The battle for everyone's favourite position, P11, has seized Jimenez. Force Michaels off the track. That was ugly. Jimenez has thrown 4th away. Martinez struggling. P6, Otto and Jimenez. Otto up the inside. And TO is going to want a second go for that one. That's racing. Just in the points, P8, Mackey lags. He lands on top of Higgins. Higgins is flown off into the wall. And Mercedes just can't buy a bag of luck. The Huntsman gets a little nudge, gets loose and is in the wall with a Force India. Thomas into the pits from P2 and he's into the column in garage number 2. Sanabria's gonna get past. Fisher wants a bit of the action as well. Gets them both. Riera in P2 up the inside of Sanabria. Riera's grass cutting. He holds on. And Fisher trying to hold on to a spinning Sauber. Let's have a look at this replay. No, it's not a replay. This is Jimenez and Riera again. Martinez, that's a big crash into the wall. He's in 7th, he's facing the wrong way. Jimenez spins from P7 and gifts it to Harto. P5, Mackey attacking Haney. And there's 1 point up for grab. Fisher ahead of Sanabria. And after the Toro Rossos collided with each other at turn 1, Harto's come back through the field to overtake Walcott into P5. P2, Riera with Mackey all over the back of his gearbox. But it will be Montero who'll be waiting for a long time for everybody else to pass the line. Riera, Mackey, and Acosta is how it will finish 2, 3, and 4. So with an argy-bargy race in the Hungaroring, it's much easier when you lead pretty much the whole way. Ezequiel Montero with 3 stops takes the win by 49 seconds. You saw Riera hold on ahead of Mackey and Acosta, who will have a lot to say at the end of this one with each other. The 2 Toro Rossos, 5th and 6th, Haney, Martinez, Higgins and Fisher round out top 10. Not a day to write home about for Schraub, Thomas, Jimenez and Carney. Michaels and Cook did make the finish, but it was all Montero here today. Take them donuts away. Montero had a 2-point lead coming into it, and now he has a 9-point lead. I really need to work on my math. Mackey remains in 3rd in the championship, ahead of his best friend, O-T-T-O Acosta. I don't think we've seen the last of those two. Haney holds on to his 5th place, ahead of Walcott and Harto in the Toro Rosso. In the team's championship, Renault pull out a little bit of a lead, with both second drivers not really doing much to help the top 2 here today. Did anybody say summer break? I just did. Everybody go on break for summer. We'll see you back in Spa in 4 weeks' time.